Hey guys, so if you want to know how to highlight a range of dates instead of just one single date, this is the video for you. So why would this matter is because let's say 18th of Feb is for a holiday for whatever reason, and you want to, you've not opened your computer that day and you miss the whole highlight today when you go into work the next day. So it's better to highlight a few dates around the date that matters also, depending on how your sheets are. So let's see how to do that. So let's look at the logic. Okay, we saw how we arrived at just one. It was basically e-date should be exactly equal to whatever today's date is, right? So e-date was just a quick refresher. If you put -3 here, it'll give you the same date 3 months ago, right? If you put +3 here, it will give you the same date, but 3 months after today, right? In advance. So we'll use the same thing. I'll just copy this to explain the logic. Uh, so what we want is kind of a range. So it should not be exactly equal to today. It should be greater than equal to, let's say, today minus 3 days, right? So let's say today is the 18th. We want 18th, 17th, 16th also, right? So whatever the date is, if it is greater than equal to today minus 3, meaning 16, 18, yeah, 16 or 15, I'm bad at math, sorry. Then that's the range it will start at, right? Um, Another way is, so we also need to fix a upper limit. Let's say we want up to 20th, right? So 2 more days. So I'll say, okay, less than equal to +2. Okay. So that's the same, that's the simple logic we'll follow. So whenever Excel finds a date, uh, whatever this is, if it is greater than equal to -3 days, so starting from here 1 2 3, and it should be less than today +2. So +2 would be 1 and 2, right? So only once we run it, we'll find out does it include today or not. But since I put the equal to, I think it should. Anyways, let's see how to put it together. Yes, I can use the AND function to use these formulas, right? So I'll just copy paste this as it is, the text. Yeah, it's equal to AND, put this in comma. I'll just remove the equal to for a second so that I can copy this. Yeah, close the bracket. So as soon as I put my equal to, I'll be able to explain. So the first logical here is the lower range, the lower bound. The second logical here is the upper bound. And basically we're using AND because we want it to be greater than this so and so, greater than the lower bound, and less than the highest number, right? Only then it will stay between these two, correct? So now if I press equal to, and if I copy it down, you'll see I get true for all these dates, not just, yeah, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So if you want to edit it and make it, let's say, almost a week, maybe you can change this +2 to +3 or 4, doesn't matter. You can play with the numbers after today, okay? And accordingly, that many will become true or false, right? So now I have a week's worth of number of dates highlighted, of consecutive dates. Yeah, and just to test, let's say the 16, I'll just make it some other date. Let's say 22nd of Feb of May 2023, and there you see it turns to false, right? So we know our logic works. Now the next step is just to, and I'll do it just for this column. Our next step is just to turn this into a visual highlight. So how you do that is you go to conditional formatting, you go to conditional formatting, new rule, use formula to determine, and you simply put that here as it is. Okay, and the next thing we'll do is choose a nice bright color so that we don't miss any of this. I'll say okay, and as you can see, whatever is true is applied. And this could have been any kind of numbers, it's fine, because I can just say reminder and copy it down, and it'll still work uh, because we've taken the formula from here and put it and put it inside the conditional formatting, right? So again, if this date changes to 22nd, you will see the formatting will go away, right? That's how the visual reminders work for a range. Hope this helped. Bye.